So here we are again. This time we're going to hit the Magmore Caverns. Tend to some other stuff. I don't know how they're beating them up. It seems like it's easier to just avoid them at this stage in the game. I don't think I'm coming back anymore. Oh, look at that. Trying to be a bully, and what happens? Get iced. Not until we turn them into ashes. So yeah, just inside of Magmore Caverns where this thing comes out, in the central processing area, or whatever that's called, the main area, there's a artifact, there's a super bomb, or a power bomb expansion, there's a ice snowblower thing. It's where you can shoot large chunks of, you can spray ice at something. That's pretty useful when you're engaging the second version of the Metroid Prime right at the end of the game, when it sends when it occasionally sends some of those red Metroids against you. It helps to be able to blast them with the snow blower. What is that called? The snow something. I don't know. But having seen the end of this game, I happen to know that we did not take advantage of that. We just used normal ice beam. Ice spreader is what that's called. Ice spreader. So this is the first time we've been up here, and it's really the first time we've needed to come up here, because there's no need to come up here until we have the power bomb. And we could have done it at some other time, but this is the convenient time when we were coming through the room. And it also puts us in a place to pick up the ice spreader. And in both cases, yeah, we need the power bomb. So at this point, it's convenient to come up here and do it. Use the power bomb to get that. Well, first of all, we have to get this artifact. But then the next step is to get a power bomb expansion, and it requires a power bomb to get. And right there, power bomb right there. And then the ice spreader also requires a power bomb, and we're pretty close. That's the direction we'll go. Oh, you know what I just realized? We're kind of close. If we were to turn around and go back, this would also be a very convenient time to go back and get that missile expansion. That is... Nah, it's too far back. It's too far out of the way. That one that we talked about earlier, that's on the that requires the X-ray visor, so you can jump on the invisible platforms. A couple of rooms down the road there. That's too far out. Just for 5 missiles, I don't know if it's worth it. I really like picking up things when I'm on the way to something important. Kind of streamline the game. And at this point, that one missile expansion is definitely out of the way. You can tell something about Jesse's style. The way he plays. I find him a lot of times shooting at nothing, walls and things. It's just kind of an entertaining thing to do. He kind of likes to zoom past something that he's going to bomb and drop the bomb as he zooms past it. I think those things are invulnerable to everything. I think those little red bugs, the best way to treat them is never turn into a morph ball when you're on their little pad. However, it's kind of handy to use that tunnel that's above it. I don't know if we've demonstrated that this whole game. And obviously it's not a requirement. We could still just jump around if we have the double jump boots. We don't really need to use the morph ball tunnels in that room that we just left. Alright, so are we going to the overworld? Yes, we are. And really what we should be doing here, once we get to the Talon overworld, is turn right around and take the track over to Chozo Ruins. That would have been the thing to do. Instead of go this way, turn around and go the other way, pick up the missile expansion, and then take that elevator up to Chozo Ruins. That would have done it. We would get there. Oh, I forgot about this room. This has 2 missile expansions in it that we can now get, and should. Yeah, we're taking the right track. You know, we took notes when we started this demonstration on what we would do first, what we would do next, you know, the order that we would play this game. And I think we selected pretty well on what we would do first and what we would do next and so forth. I can recognize, you may not notice this, but I can definitely recognize Jesse's style in this particular sequence. And I think I wisely turned the controls over to him because up on those invisible platforms you can sort of see on the right just a little bit, and we're about to jump on them. You can only see those with the X-ray visor. And even with the X-ray visor, I have a way of falling off of them and falling all the way to the bottom of this particular room. And it's frustrating enough for me to just decide to dispense with it if I don't have to do it. Missile expansion. By the way, you can't see where that missile expansion is without the X-ray visor either. That jump is a lot harder than it just looked. It's very difficult. So 2 missile expansions. Not bad for a day's work, huh? Yep. That's the door we want. If we can land on it, do it. We should turn left here. But for some reason we're turning right. And it might be part of our plan. I don't remember. Shooting the ground. You must remember. Shoot the ground, grasshopper.